Hello, Year 3, and thank you for joining again for our next maths lesson this week. As always, I'm going to share our screen so we can work through it together. Today, from our learning intention, you can see we're going to continue dividing two digits by one digit, a bit like we did yesterday, and there may still be some remainders, and there may be some regrouping today as well. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging than yesterday, but we'll use some similar methods to help us. As a bit of a starter, can you write down 3 multiples of 3? Remember, a multiple with 3 is a number in a 3 times table. And with 20 cubes, how many different equal groups can you make? There's a few different answers to that one. I'll show you 1 or 2 of them in just a moment. As always, pause the video here, have a go at those questions, and we'll come back to you. Our multiples of 3, I've given you some of them. I can't possibly give you all of them. Are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, and I've put etc. Anything in the 3 times table, and that can go on forever and ever and ever. So there's lots of possible answers you could have had. With 20 cubes, how many different equal groups can you make? I'm just going to give you one. We could make groups of 10. I've circled one group of 10, and you can see the other group of 10 uncircled just below. I wonder if you had that one, or maybe you had some different. There are quite a few possible answers for that question. Now, moving on. As I said, we're going to continue dividing 2 digits by 1 digit today. There will be some regrouping, and there may be some remainders as well. Let's look at the first one together. I have 40 sweets, and I share them between 3 groups. So I've got my 40 sweets. I'm going to underline that. That's important. And I've got those 40 sweets represented as 4 tens down here. I'm sharing them between 3 groups. That's why my place value grid is split into 3 groups. How many are there in each group? Well, let's start by sharing those tens. See if we can make it work equally. 1 10, 1 10, 1 10. Oh, I see a bit of a problem here. I've got 1 10 in each group, but I've got 1 spare. Now, I can't share that equally in any of those groups. I can do something with it. What can I do with that 10? Well done if you said we can turn it into 10 extra ones. So let me do that now. There's my 10s that I've already shared. Here's my 10 extra ones. And now I can share those between the 3 groups. So let's have a go at doing that. There's 1 1 in each group, 2 1s in each group, and 3 1s in each group. Oh, again, I've got a bit of a problem. I've got an extra 1. I can't put it in any of these because it won't be fair. It won't be equal. So I've got to leave that to one side. Some of you should have spotted the answer by now. If I have 40 sweets and I share them between 3 groups, how many in each group and how many left over? It'd be 1 10 and 3 1s, so that's 13. And what's my remainder? 13, remainder 1, because we have 1 left over. Well done if you got that for that one. Let's look at another example together so we can continue to practice the regrouping and the remainder together. This time it says 35 divided by 2. So my 35 I've created down here, 3 10s and 5 1s, and I'm dividing by 2, which is why there's 2 groups here. As always, I'll start with my 10s, and I'll share those equally into the place value grid. There's 1 10 and another 10, 1 10 in each group. If I try and share this 10 though, it's not going to be equal. So again, I've got to do something with this 10. What do I need to do with this 10 that I can't quite share yet? Well done if you said regroup it into 10 extra ones. So I've done that here. I now have 15 ones. So bear with me as I share them. There's 1 1 in each group. There's 2 1s, 3 1s, 4 1s, 5 1s, 6 1s, 7 1s in each group, and I've got 1 left. Now I can't put that into either group because it won't be fair, it won't be equal. So I've got to leave that spare. And that tells us our answer now. How many in each group and how many left over? There is 1 10 and 7 1s. That makes 17. And there is 1 left over. So we have the answer of 17, remainder 1. One more before we look at some for our challenge. 33 divided by 2. Again, I've made my 33. I've got 3 10s and 3 1s, and I'm dividing by 2, which is why it's split into 2 groups. I'll start by sharing my 10s. Oh, it's disappeared again. There we go, I've got it back. 1 10 in that group, 1 10 in that group. Again, I can't put this 10 in here. I can't pop it in there. I need to regroup it into 10 extra 1s. I've got those now. I've now got 13 1s, which I'm going to share between those 2 groups. There's 2 in each group. There's 3 in each group. There's 4 in each group. There's 5 in each group. There's 6 in each group. And I've got 1 left over. So that's my answer now. I can't share that last one because it wouldn't be equal. So I've got 1 10, 6 1s, and 1 left over, which would be 16, remainder 1. Now, for your challenge today, I've got 3 questions of a similar style that I want you to have a go at. First one, 37 divided by 2. The next one, 44 divided by 3. And the last one, 33 divided by 2. I would recommend pausing the video here. I've helped you out a little bit with the first one. I've showed you my 37 and I've showed you my place value grid. So you can use that to help you get started. We'll come back together in a moment's time and we'll go through those answers together. So let's look at that first one. 37 divided by 2. I start with my 10s. I share those between the 2 groups. This is where I come to a difficult point. I've got 1 extra 10. I need to regroup that into 10 extra 1s. So let me do that. I've now got 17 1s to share, so bear with me as I share them. There's 3 1s in each group. Squeeze some on the end. 4 1s in each group. 5 1s in each group. Maybe you can count along with me. 6 1s in each group. 7 1s in each group. 8 1s in each group. And I've got 1 left over. Whew, that was a lot of sharing to do. What's my answer then? My answer is 1 10 and 8 1s, which is 18, with 1 left over, so remainder 1. Let's look at the next one together. 44 divided by 3. So once again, I start with my 10s, 1 10 in each group. Uh-oh, I've run into a problem again. I've got 1 10 left over, which I can't share equally in these groups. So I need to regroup that into 10 extra 1s, which I've done. Instead of 4 1s, I've now got 14. So again, bear with me as I share them. There's 1 1 in each group. There's 2 1s in each group. Again, maybe you can count along with us. There's 3 1s in each group. There's 4 1s in each group. I've got 2 left. If I try to share them, I come into a problem. These ones have got extra, these groups have extra 1s in them, but the last one doesn't. So I've got to take these back out. These are my remainder. I can't share them equally. So my answer is 1 10 and 4 1s, which is 14. And there's 2 left over. So my remainder is 2 this time. 14, remainder 2. Let's look at that last one together. 33 divided by 2. So I share my 10s first of all. There's 1 10 in each group. Again, I've got 1 left over. And that's got to be regrouped into 10 extra 1s. I share my 1s out. 1 1 in each group. 2 1s in each group. 3 1s in each group. 4 1s in each group. 5 1s in each group. 6 1s in each group. And I've got 1 left over, which I can't share equally. So my answer is 1 10 and 6 1s, which is 16. And I've got 1 left over, so it's 16, remainder 1. Well done if you managed to get all of those. As a finisher, let's look at our fluency question today, which is 17 times 10. Now, if I was doing this, I would go for 10 times 10 equals blank, and 7 times 10 equals blank, and add those together. Have a go at doing that yourself very quickly now and see if you can quickly solve that one. Let's look at it together then. 10 times 10 is 100. 7 times 10 is 70. 100 plus 70 is equal to 170. Well done if you got that. Well done if you partitioned that 17 into 10 and 7 to solve that question. Thank you again for joining today, Year 3. I hope you managed to have a go at some of those slightly more difficult division problems where we're now regrouping and having a remainder. I hope to see you next time. Bye.